Hello everybody, this is Ghost Shadow. Hello! And here's part 2, which after looking at all these, I probably should have done a part 3, but we're going to get this done. It was part 2. We'll go down here. Still my current collection. This is the, well, what in the world? Saber Trios. I can't remember which one this is called, but it's the Saber Trio. All the Saber Trios I have the Pico Crumble, either light or dark, and it's in RGB. All of them are RGB. You got the Pico Crumble, light or dark sound font. You got one sound font and you get swings and clashes, and you can change the colors on it. That's what the Pico Crumble is. And here is my Darth Vader, my Corbanth Darth Vader one. It's missing the D-ring or something right here. There's something missing right there, but that doesn't bother me. I actually really like this. There's your buttons right there. This is my favorite Darth Vader lightsaber one. Return of the Jedi. It's based off the Graflex. And right over here is my Darth Raven. It's I think Master Replicas has been done. It's got a nano biscotti in it with a recharge port. It's got a crimson type leather wrap on there that's been weathered. Look like it's battle damaged. The speaker in here is small because they did make it to where the lights did light up, so it's got a really small speaker in there. But I love this because I like Darth Maul, and I really like this one. This one's kind of stood out to me when I was looking for a Darth Maul one, because I guess it has this, and it looks like it's been, because of its damage, looks like it's been really into a lot of battles and stuff, and I thought it was really cool. This one right here is the old Saberforge Grandmaster pre-2015, and bought this one because it looked like the Darth Ravens. And the way they have it set up is it's got the old veteran in here. Let's see if I can pull this off.
Sabercore Crimson.
It's got an LED in there to make it look like a crystal, just like how Darth Raven, not that, Darth Maul. Got his crystal in here. I wish they had kind of put a LED light in here to where this lit up too. That would have been nice, but they didn't. But this one is kind of, it does have the look of it. It looks like a slimmer, sleeker version of this, but the way this is set up is made to resemble that, and I absolutely love that. And it's got the old Saberforge Crimson, which has just got the sound and the lightning bolts. And here's Darth Malgus, another one of my favorites. Darth Maul is probably my absolute favorite. Darth Malgus is a really close second. They're almost tied. In fact, I actually think they are tied. I really like both of them. Darth Maul, Darth Malgus. And then it'd be Darth Raven, would be after that. But Darth Malgus is one of my favorites. I have done a video on this, saying someone had even asked me to do a video on it where I took the blades off to see what it looks like. And even did it with just one blade on there. And if you have this blade off and this one, instead of holding it sideways, you can actually hold this up this way. You just have that one blade out there. But I love Darth Malgus's. It's what a true Sith should be like. It's got your axes there in case his lightsaber's not working. He'll just cut you no matter what. And this one is Saberforge. Cannot think of the name of it, but it came with a control box, but I took the control box off. I didn't really care for the control box on it. I like this because it's from the older video game. It's one of Rom Koda's lightsabers, I think they uses, or is it? But it had the control box. But I took the control box off and put Gribley's on there, like a silver one and a red one. I actually like it better, so that's why I like that. I liked it a lot better than I did the control box on there. And got these two. This one is the regular one, and this is the one that was all black but done in the same powder coating. And you can kind of see the difference. Well, you can see the difference right here, since it's all black. They have the black one on there, and this is just a regular. But with the powder coating on it from the regular and the all black, it's like it comes out darker on this one, but I really like both of them. When I did it, I forgot how I did it, so that's why it came out that way. And on the previous video, I had two that were similar, and it has the black, they're all black. I have a small coupler, and I use it for these two. I like to have these connected. I just really like those. And they don't make these anymore. And in fact, I have this one with a little knob on there to do it, and this one I have it with that, where you have to use the Allen wrench. Probably need to change that one to kind of match them up, but it don't matter. They don't have to be exactly the same. I really like that one and wanted to have at least a couple before they did get them retired. This is a custom saber. It's called Revan's Last, made by Jedi Seth. Let's see if I can do this. I got my, oops. See if I can hold this and, well, I'll have to set this down. I'll set this down and you can look at some of my sabers that way. But it's got a crystal chamber, or like a Christ dragon, pearl dragon, or pearl. Yeah. It's got that in there. You light it up. This is supposed to be based off of Darth Raven's last lightsaber, and of course here's another version of it, done with Saber Forge, and it's got the prism, I think, in this one. Can't remember which one this one, but this one has a crystal chamber, and this one was made with the ASP parts. Got the Revan top and different switch, and I like the crimson leather on it, or the red leather, and it's been well, this actually has real leather on it. It's not like the Saber Forge one, and it's been weathered up. But I really like both of these, because I like Revan too. And here's another one. It's a custom saber shop one that's been weathered down. It's got some little gribblies on the side, and this has got the Golden Harvest in it. And this kill key is from Force Relics. I have a lightsaber on down there. I don't know why I'm pointing. I could just show you right there. That's from Force Relics. We'll get to that. Yeah, it's got the dual tactile switches on there. I really like it. It's another one that kind of stands out as something that's been made by somebody on the run, or couldn't find all the real parts they wanted, so just found the pieces and just put together. This is a custom saber shop one. This is the one that actually has the Lord of the Rings font on it. I can't remember if they still make the bell shape. I really like the bell shape of this. It's made to be one-handed. Let's see, if I turn it on, it should. Yes.
Has awoken. It's heard its master's call.
And this also has the, it's got the colored variation. This shows you about the battery. As it goes down, the lights will leave, going from green all the way down to red. So as the battery drains, it'll just kind of go down. Woo. I see you too. I really like that font. But I bought this one for the font. Plus I like the bell shape. I like the bell shape of it. I like the knurling on here. The diamond knurling, just like I like the diamond knurling done on here, and the way this was weathered. And I like the little brass piece put on there. I love the bell shape. and that's a custom blade plug that I can't remember where I got that from, and it's small enough to be one-handed. You really just use this one-handed. I like the shape of it. I really love that Lord of the Rings font. This is my Ultra Sabers. It's done of Darth Maul, but I don't have the Maul pieces put up here. I have custom Saber Shop pieces that I have on here. I bought a bunch of different custom Saber Shop pieces because I wanted this body because I like the body. I changed out the Griblies right here. The similar Griblies, but they're brown or copper type instead of the red. I like this body and I wanted this body, but I also wanted to be able to put different shapes and stuff on there, or different emitters and different pommels. Let me sit this down. I'll grab some stuff. Hello. How's it working out like these things at? Yeah. Oops. I like these pieces. I have another grenade section that I can put on the top or bottom, a choke section, another emitter, there's a pommel, and another little gear type body part, so I can make this extremely long, make it seem like a staff or a pike, which is kind of cool. So that's why I bought that Ultra Saber, just so I could actually do stuff like that from. And this is the JQ Saber's Apprentice. This is NeoPixel, and yeah, there's the NeoPixel, and it's got the Profi board on it. This is kind of similar from the other one I have, except I did the copper on here, and it's weathered, and this one, just like the other one, didn't come weathered, but I weathered the other one. I haven't had a chance to weather this part yet to kind of match the whole vibe of that lightsaber. I like the design because I like it how it's, because you can grab it up here, grab it from here, or grab it from the handle. It's nice. And right here we have my Saber Scepter. It's got a crystal chamber in it, and it's not really loud. It's a, whoops, I'll show you something else. It's got the crystal chamber right here. It's got a crystal chamber. There's your emitter section. This is the extension, and another coupler, but you pull it out here. Yeah, it's not really loud. It's got the cyan color to it. Let's see if I can put that down. Oh. Whoa. But this one is unique. This is the way it's made. That you got like a handle extension as your handle. This little piece that comes in there, I can't remember if that's the extension part, and this is the crystal chamber part, your emitter, and this is another extension part that was used as the pommel, where you put in, that's where you charge it up, or I get your kill key. And it's got black, and this is the plain aluminum, and it's got the black part, and it's been all powder coated with the crimson or burnt red, I can't remember. This was the one that's been retired, and it's been done to kind of resemble, I don't have a Mace Windu, but it's been done to kind of resemble Mace Windu's somewhat. And I really like this one. I was glad I got this one because they don't have it anymore. And it's got the Nano Biscotti. It's an old one. It's got two settings, but only have one font in there. That's Mace Windu's font. The other one's just nothing. But I really like it, and it saved me from having to buy Mace Windu's. I got a somewhat nice version of it. Doesn't really look like it, but it's... We'll just say this is Mace Windu's apprentice saber before he got his saber. Then here's Darth Raven's. I can't remember who made this one. LCS? I can't remember. But it's got some really cool fonts on it. I loved it because I like Darth Raven also. And his saber is just really cool because it's simple and elegant and nice. This one is Saber Mock, and it's got Nano Biscotti. I can't remember the name of it either. But I really liked it. I like the design of it. I don't know if they make this anymore. They may or may not. But I really like the design of it. Kind of reminds you of Mura Jade's. It's got slim down here where I really like to hold the handle, hold it as a handle, pull, and so you don't drop it. And I like the handle part is actually really nice, but I just don't like holding it here. It just feels kind of weird. I like really holding it here. It's really comfortable where it's thin. And I like how it's got the black there on the pommel. I like the black in there, and it matches right in here. And I like the emitter. Just everything about this one just was really nice. And when I got in, it made it so comfortable. I just always hold it here. I don't ever hold it like at the actual handle part. That was like one of my favorites. And also when I'm reading the comics or reading certain things, was it Dash Jenner is really grew to love him. And to me, this also kind of resembles or kind of somewhat looks like his lightsaber. So that's another reason why I'm really glad I have that. And this one here is done by Meg 2 Sith. It's a custom Darth Nihilus lightsaber. Made with custom saber shop. Made from custom saber shop and other parts. And it's got a Nano Biscotti in it. I love the way he did the Dremel work in there and the detail with how it is battle damaged, the way it looks in there. It is just really incredible. Whoops, forgot the one. Since it's now Biscotti, you only need one. It's got one tactile switch in there. And I can show you, it's got a crystal chamber. This one's not charged up. If it was charged up, I would show you. There's the crystal chamber in there. But that's a really cool saber. He made it for a guy who did cosplay as Darth Nihilus, and then the guy changed who he's being and got rid of the Darth Nihilus, and so he put that on sale, and I actually got that for a really good price. These two right here are my Genesis custom sabers. Cannot think of the name of them, but I really like them. This one I love because the way the handle is, it's got those screws in there, but man, this fits your hand wonderfully. And you could hold it two hands with that, but you just put it in there and it's so comfortable. And I love the shape of the emitter. I just love the shape. This gear type thing, I like the ergonomics of the handle here, and then how it's just straight and got that almost kind of like Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan handle. That's why I bought that one, because I just love everything about the way that looks and like how he does his lightsabers. And this one I got because it just reminds me of the kind of like the Old Republic or some of the older type lightsabers. You got like a grenade section here, kind of goes in for a choke section, which can be like almost like a thin neck thing, but not really being a thin neck. And just the way it looks, I just really like it. It's just really, really nice. I mostly hold it right here instead by the leather grip. But still, these are just two really cool ones I got. And this one is Starfall Sabers, Rancor Tooth Saber. And then it's supposed to look like the leatherwork is supposed to look like it came from Rancor. I like the detail work on the tooth. There's where the speaker is. This holds the tooth on there. I actually like this. I bought this one because I thought it was unique. And there's my Korribanth Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it's got some weathering done to it, and it has a crystal chamber down here. And it's got nano biscotti set up. Let me set this down and I'll reveal the crystal. This one is not that loud either. But I absolutely love this one. I love Obi-Wan's thin neck. There it is. And it shows up blue, but the crystal lights up white. It doesn't really matter. I actually really like the way that's set up, and I really just love having Obi-Wan's. This is the Saberforge progeny. It's been custom weathered. Got a new D-ring on there, a bigger D-ring on there. It's got a red gribbly, knurled knob gribbly, and some thick brass pieces in there with a nice blade plug. And it's got the nano biscotti on there, and I love this one. I don't have a Graflex. I use this as my Graflex because I love it. I like how thin it is. I like that there's no control box over here, because even though it's slimmer down and it's actually really kind of comfortable, it's not really that bad holding this by the T-grips. I like holding it here. And without the, I always just go by the thing, since it's got the markings for, like, this is where the control box would be at, that it's been battle damaged and destroyed. But with that being off, it's just so great to hold here and not have to worry about the control box or that box there. And that is one of my absolute favorite ones. And because, like, with the Darth Vaders, it is not fun to hold. It's thick, and I don't like holding it here. I want to hold it up here, and since you got this here, my fingers kind of go like this. It's not that bad, but it's kind of uncomfortable right here where the thumb area is, and then how my hand goes up. It's not a really fun saber to hold, but it's cool. It's cool to have. It's a cool one to have, and this one's a really cool one to have, but this makes it a lot better to hold. Because you can fit your hands here better, and it's a whole lot nicer just to have hold in here or hold it up higher if you want to. And this is a Saberforge ASP that I designed. I wanted a thin neck, but I kind of want somewhat like Luke Skywalker's and Obi-Wan's, but a little different, so I went with this emitter because I really liked it. And got the grenade section. Got this section that had a control box on it and took it off so I could put a cone neural knob gribbly on there and a red neural knob gribbly on there. Just kind of somewhat like Luke Skywalker's, and then just having a neural gribbly instead of the control box there. I actually kind of like that better. And this is a Saberforge ASP. This has got the Spark 3 in it, and I removed the control box here. This didn't actually have a control box on it, but I didn't have the control box on it. You just looked at it without that. And I actually kind of felt this actually needed a control box on it, so when I took this off, I actually glued it on here, and I actually like having that on there because you can still hold it up here, be fine. It's not bad. I mostly hold it right here, have my hand up against that. I like that. I like having this one on here. It just seems like it fits. It should be there instead of how I had it on here. And I know I designed it where it had the control box on there, but then after I got it, I was like, I don't really want the control box on there, so I thought I'd put it there. And this is the Saberforge ASP. This is supposed to be my version of a scrap flex. Used different parts, and the way I got weathered, and it came out totally different. This is black. This is kind of a bluish, almost looks like a bluish metallic. And this black is from the Gladius. I can't remember what that one's from. Or this one, and this kind of turns out like a greenish gray with the black on there, and then it's back to black. And on these strips here, I took strips of like a cotton rag and I soaked it in coffee. You can either do coffee or tea, and when it soaks in all that, you can take it out, drain it off, twist it, get all the coffee or tea out of it, then let it dry. And I cut it in strips, and I tied this around here because you could kind of see a lot of the O-rings around here to get this to come straight. So I just wrapped this around here, and I actually like it on there. But this is actually kind of rough. After it dries, it gets kind of rough. So after you do something like that, let me set this down. You'll want to re-soak it in water. It'll make it lighter than what that is. It'll make it just a little bit lighter, but this is actually a little bit softer and more pliable than how this one was. So if you actually do that to weather your own type of rags to make your own lightsabers look weathered or look like they've been battle damaged, then that's something to think about. And this is another Saberforge ASP I just designed. I took the same cues of like these ovals, oval shapes here and here and in the pommel, and I used white, the frost. It's like white blue. So it has a faint blue. Then I put in the blue cobalt stingray wrap on there, and both of these have the veteran tier. And this is like one of their new kill keys. And I had like a teal type leather wrap strip, so I put that on there, kind of go with the cobalt. And I had these kind of clear blue beads to add on there just for some decoration. And then I got a knurled knob screw for the blade retention. And this is my, I almost said Saberforge, but Saber Trio. I've been doing a lot of Saberforge. Saber Trio, this one I got in weathered, and it's got the Pico Crumble in it. Got it with the brass, and it's got the gold to match. I like Saberforge. Saberforge. I got several Saberforge. Saber Trio. I really love Saber Trio. I like the designs of theirs. I like their work. I like the stuff. I don't have any their NeoPixel or anything like that. I just have all the Pico Crumble, but I like their designs and everything they just have on theirs. This one, it came with the knurled knob. Oops, off the wrong one. This is the Skylar, I think. Got this one in black, and after I ordered that one next, got weathered. I kind of like the weather, so I decided to do the weathering on this myself. I think it turned out pretty nice. But it's the Pico Crumble. I think that's the light side. This is the dark side, or dark font. Light font and dark font on this one. But I just love Saber Trio's designs. I've got this one, that one, and two right there. Or three right there. And those are all the Saber Trios I have. Whew. Let me come on down here, and I'll come around. Lightsabers galore. This one is a custom saber shop. I call this one the Torch. It just kind of reminds me. It's kind of simple. Didn't have this one on there. I took the control box from, where is it at? Which one did I take it from? I cannot find it. Oh yeah, I took it from that one, and I put it on here because I had two different Griblies on here, so I took this one and put this on there, and I kind of like it on here. This reminds me of a torch because it's got a long wrap, and it's got this here. It just kind of reminds me of a torch, but it had a small little extender on here. You could take it off here or leave the extender on here or take it off from here on down. So I thought this should be wrapped up. So I had a small leather strip wrap. So I used that on here to go up more. So I figured it should have gone up to there instead of just stopping there. It should have gone on up here. And this has got some really cool fonts on it. I like the design on it. It's definitely a lightsaber because it's called the torch. And but I really like that one. And this one kind of has, with the colors, to me, kind of like a feel for like a Mace Windu, but it's one that's been in a lot of battles, battle damage, and like this one and this one is like you see Jedi that have gone out and fought and fought and fought. And they've been fighting their good fight, but as going on, they've been coming across different things, and slowly you can see them start to change from Jedi to Sith, or Dark Jedi. So that's what I like about these, and whether they are, how they've been in battle, they've been fighting, and you can just see the changes being made in them as they're going on and fighting. That's a brief little story in that one. These two are from the same company, and I can't remember the name. Something Custom Props. These both just light up. You can do the flicker, but this one has got Celtic images, symbols, acid etched in. It's got like a purple or lilac type blade on it. I like the shape, and I like the symbols, Celtic symbols etched in there. And it's like a FX core, because there's no sound, it's just light. And you can do straight light, and you can get a flicker or change to 3 different colors, all varied around from the how it makes the purple, which is really nice. And this is like a green. This does a green. When we turn it on, this lights up. There's where the kill key is on this one. There's the kill key. This lights up red. And it has like a greenish color, and it's got the same thing that this does. This is a small one. Custom blade plug. And custom blade plug on this one too. I like this one because I like the shape of it, and I like the size. It's just small, and it's really light and nice. Not all lightsabers really need to make a whole lot of sounds or do a lot of things. I like the ones that just light up too. So those two just light up, and I enjoy them. These two, to me, it's like a Jedi throughout the different stages. This is him as a Padawan, how he made his lightsaber. He kept it with him for as long as he possibly could. It's starting to break down, so he's been having to wrap it back up and the damages and stuff, but he still actually has it. Managed to get a new kyber crystal and made his new lightsaber. This is his new lightsaber that he made. Basically kind of copied this, made it a little longer and made it a little bit better. But I like the shape of these, and after I bought them, I was like, you know what, these actually kind of feel like they kind of go together. So let's make a story for them. So that was my story for it. That was the paddle one, back when he's a paddle one, up to where this one's been through so much. But he decided to keep it, didn't just let it go to the wayside or just keep using it until it totally got damaged. He actually managed to save it and then based his newer one off of that, but tweaked it better for his fighting style as it has changed. And these are, I think, Rogue Sabers. I don't even know if they're still in business or not, because I've checked, it's like they've been wanting to go into a new building, but I don't know if they actually have. This one lights up. It's got custom saber. It's got custom powder coating on there, like a green apple color, and then this is like a grayish crackle on there. Focus. I like the powder coating of it, and I like the shape of it. I really like the shape of it. And I think they kind of go together, so I actually have them together. This one is just lights up, doesn't make any sound. This one is like a green glass powder coating. And it's got some silver. And it's got a nano biscotti in this one. And it's got the regular default settings, and it came with a little extended this little thing with beads on it. I think it's cool. I actually like it. I like the emitter of it with the choke section, and I like that emitter because I got one for I do that one. I actually have an emitter kind of like this for that. I like the choke section up here. I'll mostly hold it to there, but sometimes I'll hold it down here. But it's just a cool color and shape. And this one, when I got rid of my Shadow Warrior, before I got another Shadow Warrior came process, I like this one and set up, and it kind of reminded me of the Shadow Hunter, and I really like it. And the switch here was wrong. This is supposed to hold a light. The person who set it up wanted that to be a button switch instead of a light switch or thing for LED, but they went ahead and used it. So you have your tactile, your secondary switch there. There's your kill key. And this has got some nice custom weathering and damage to it up in there in the emitter. With that emitter like that, I don't know if I'd actually do any kind of battle with it, but you probably still could. But I really like it, and I like the lights, the LED lights that you put there. And if I give you a close up, hopefully you can see. It's kind of got little circles in there, and it's got it's not got a clear coat on here. It's been made so that the more you handle it, the more the kind of paint kind of rubs off, so it kind of goes with the battle damage and weathering on it. It'll have I can't speak. It has a great natural weathering to it. So the more you handle it, the more this will kind of rough in or rough off or wear off. But even within that, it's got a circle pattern throughout that handle. Actually, to turn that, I forgot you can turn that one and still use it without pulling it out. And this is the Force Relics. Kind of looks like cannons, especially the way the emitter is. I like the emitter, and I like this little section here in this leather wrap. And there's your switch right there. It's kind of set in so you don't accidentally hit it. This one just lights up. There's your kill key. It's got vents in there for sound. I could get this reinstalled and actually have sound to it, but I really like it. It's got a green LED to it. But I really like the shape of this. Oops. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I like the leather work on this. Oops. This is my saber trio. Can't remember the name of this one. To me, it kind of resembled Ram Kodas, and I had, just like with that one, put in those strip leather, I actually had that, so I did the whole handle in that kind of leather because it's the only kind of leather wrap I had was the strips. Then I had this old wrap here, so I'll put up here how Ramcota's is. So this is my somewhat Ramcota's blade saber. When I got done with it, I forgot I didn't really go down all the way to the bottom of the handle, so I actually had to wrap some more, so that's why I got 2 type of knots there. And this is the Pico Crumble in it. And these are my 2 arc lights. This one I got is the silver and black. This was all black. I weathered it down to kind of match this because this was already like that, so I try to match this to that. And then I went ahead and kind of scuffed up around the silver, aluminum, I mean, pieces. Don't know if that, there you go. Kind of scuffed that up, and I wanted to make this look or resemble that. I think I did a good job. And this was another design I liked. And then when they had their sale, I found a black one that was weathered, and it had the red button and a blade plug for it, so I had to get that one with the dark font in there, Pico Crumble. This is a Saber Forge one done by Blue Force Sabers. He's painted it up to weather it, did some Dremel work in there for battle scarring, and it's got the smooth swing on there. I can't think of what it's called. It starts with a V. The first person, when they did it, started off just with one font, but now you can actually add several different fonts to it. But that's really cool looking. And it had an emitter out here that extended out, and he cut that off and made it look like this is like a burnt or scorched, or when it gets really hot, metal gets really hot. But I really like this. I looked at this Saber Forge and never really cared for it, but when he painted it up and weathered it and actually took off the emitter, I was like, man, that's actually a really cool saber. So I was able to buy this from him. This is an Atom Saber, and I can't think of which one this is. It just lights up. It's blue. But I love this one because it's double-handed. You can hold it up here, use it as one hand, but it's definitely made for 2 hands. It's made for someone who with power moves, but I really like it. I like the shape of it, the design of it. It's just really nice, just like this. I really like the shape and design. I bought this one, then I saw this one, and I really liked it because it kind of reminded me of this, and it makes sounds. It's got your double tactile switches on there, but I really like, oops, I'm not even showing it, but I really like both of those. It's definitely, you can do one-handed, but it's two-handed for someone who has a lot of power swings, power moveset. And here is the last one. It's the Flamberge from Ultra Sabers. I wanted to try a lightsaber. I got this one, then I did the one from the last video, which I did from Saber Forge. And what I did was I bought, since this got the silver switch here, went ahead and bought an extender from the Custom Saber Shop extension right here, so I can add in, so this way I could actually remove the screws without having to unscrew this part off and then unscrew it and screw this back in. I got the extender, so I can just take that out right there, and when I take the blade out, it just leaves it there. And it's not bad because through all this, you got one silver thing here and one silver there. I think it kind of ties in together really well, so that's kind of nice. And this is going to be a long video because I had a whole lot more lightsabers than I thought, so I probably should have done a third video, but too late now for that. I really appreciate you all watching, and hope y'all have a nice day, and turn it this way and let you all see all that saber goodness. This is the last of my video from my collection, so hope you all really enjoy it, and bye-bye.